to explain the rationale of the decision and the plans for this new second national matric exam. We're joined in the studio by Elijah Mhlanga. He speaks on behalf of the Department of Basic Education. Elijah, good morning and thank you very much. Well, in my intro there, we're talking about money. That is part of the reason. Is that the main reason that you've decided that you must go to a different system instead of supplementary exams for matrics? Is cost the main issue driving you?
I would say that is it's factor number two. The first one is that we want to create a better opportunity for more people, because what was happening is that we found that of those that qualified, fewer registered, and those that registered, an even smaller number actually came through to sit for the exams, simply because people didn't have enough time to prepare for the exams. You receive your results in January and you write in February, which means the circumstances that led to you failing are still the same. So we are saying now we need people to have more time to prepare for exams, but also to open up the number of exams that you can write. I mean, the number of subjects that you can write, because the supplementary only allowed you to write 2 subjects. Now it's going to be a fully fledged examinations, which means
you write the whole matric exam again.
As many subjects.
The timing of it, you mentioned the results come out in January, supplementary were being written in February.
Yeah.
This new second national matric exam will be written when?
In May and June. So it will give people about 3-4 months, which they didn't already have. And it will give you more time to prepare for as many subjects as you want. Even those that you had passed but wanted to upgrade, you will now be able to do that.
You said some people would register for the supplementary, but they wouldn't come and write the exam. Meanwhile, you've prepared all the resources that you require. They've cost you money. Do you think people will register and write the second national exam by May or June?
They will, because our monitoring has shown that actually people who did not come through to sit for the supplementary exams were registering as part-time candidates, writing in May and June anyway. So what you are doing now is to institutionalize that second examination, to make it a fully fledged one where people can come and write and know that it's a full opportunity.
So you do have currently that second national exam, but actually in effect what you're going to be doing now, you're cancelling, doing away with the supplementary exam.
Absolutely. We had that exam, but it was a smaller examination for older persons who had not passed matric before, who wanted to complete their matric, and those part-time students who wanted to write. So that has given us an opportunity to test that time period in the year to see if indeed it can work. So we are confident that all of these things that we have planned to do from 2019 are going to work, because already the system has already been there.
So you're going to expand the base beyond
Absolutely.
Just the older people now to the normal matric students.
Yes.
Somebody might ask, why did you wait for so long to do this? I mean, you've been monitoring the situation for some time. What took you so long? Or did you become aware recently that this thing is not really working? You were trying to give it a chance, the supplementary exam rather.
You know, in the education system, it takes time for change to happen, because you need to first understand that you have a large constituency. We've got over 12 million kids in the education system and over 1 million in the high school system alone. So you need to phase things in, and you need to apply your mind and make sure that whatever decision that you take, you give it time to filter through the system for people to know what it is that's coming. So it was one of those. We also had to go to Parliament and explain our plans to the portfolio committee for people to understand what it is that we're trying to change. So it was really about that.
So you needed to take a lot of stakeholders along with you and get Absolutely. A lot of buy-in before you implemented it.
Yes.
Now, just a general question. You mentioned that you failed some subjects, you can rewrite the whole thing. Sometimes it happens that a matriculant would pass, but they think, I could get a B there, I could get an A there. Would those kind of matriculants be allowed to rewrite the second national exam, even if they haven't failed any subject?
That's the greatest benefit of this new arrangement, that people who want to have a second bite at it will be able to do so. We are making this available to an even bigger number of people. So we want it to be really a system where there are 2 exams in a year, basically. That May, June is an exam, October, November, another one. So we'll have rolling exams happening to give people an opportunity to sit anytime they wish to do.
But people will have to register for this, eh?
You absolutely need to register, because we need to make preparations. We need to have invigilators. We need to know the number of exam centers we need. We need the number of markers that we need. We need to print question papers and answer sheets. So all of that preparation is based on registrations.
And that will be done in January, I guess, after they've seen the results of the matric of the previous year.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you very much, Elijah. Elijah Mhlanga, speaking on behalf of the Basic Education, a new system coming our way. There'll be 2 national matric exams, of course, the main one still being at the end of a year. And then if you haven't made it, you'll have another second chance the next year by May, June.